fine, I'll go it alone. Just like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits, which will be set in Los Angeles. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
So funny, too, that you keep calling me Megan. You know, it's Megan now.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
Build electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
I feel like the focus is starting to shift off of me. Maybe in editing you'll fix it.
We want privacy! We want privacy! We want privacy!
We're saying meh. It's not meh. It's pronounced me. The H is silent.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we?
This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in.
An apartment.
And you know what else? To hell with Canada! We are leaving! We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people! Come on, wife! We want privacy! We want privacy!
I thought we were moving forward, Meghan.
Well, we're not.
Dad, do you have any cash for a cab? Oh, look. Grandma's on the money. I never noticed that before.
Okay, then you must be in the national system. Oh yeah, is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me! We want privacy! We want privacy!
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the royal prince, millionaire, world traveler, victim.
That's right! We want privacy! We want privacy! We want privacy!
Babe, time to do our daily $250,000 sponsored Instagram post for Del Taco.
I shouldn't have left the made-up nonsense.
It was meant to be a quiet comeback, but South Park just blew Meghan Markle's Hollywood plans to pieces. Now, insiders say she's losing it behind closed doors. The second people heard South Park was coming back for another savage attack on Meghan, chaos broke out inside her Montecito mansion, full-on panic mode.
You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where?
My name is Megan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy Kaling.
Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and I are totally like, you should write a book because your family's like stupid and then so are like journalists.
Sources close to Meghan say she's spiraling, completely losing control over South Park's new DEI special. Insiders claim it includes a brutal parody of her viral pregnancy twerking video. But this isn't just comedy, it's war. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are coming for her brand, her image, everything. And people in the industry are already calling the sketch career-ending.
So you hate journalists? That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with it.
From secret legal threats to desperate calls to Paramount, Meghan's wild attempt to kill the episode is only making things worse. So what's in this episode that's got her so scared? Let's break it down. Inside Montecito, the vibe went from calm to full-blown crisis. Staff say Meghan was tipped off by someone inside Paramount, then snapped. She launched into panic mode, holding a Zoom at dawn, demanding her lawyers block the sketch or at least delay it. One insider said she stormed around her study for hours, furious that the parody shows her as a fame-obsessed actress, faking even the most personal parts of motherhood.
But the gross disrespect to the intimacy and privacy of marriage and childbirth. You know, there are some moments that are supposed to be between a husband and a wife only.
What matters is what we have on the inside.
It is the cringiest, most uncomfortable piece of tape I've seen in a long time.
Meanwhile, Trey and Matt, known for bulldozing every cease and desist they get, aren't sweating it. They're tightening the jokes, polishing the animation, while Meghan's team scrambles in chaos. The twist? Every desperate move just makes it worse. Parody is legal, outrage is free promo, and Paramount knows it. After the ratings explosion from South Park's last royal roast, they're all in, cutting teasers, prepping viral clips, and betting.
We want it both ways. We don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
And yeah, That's accurate.
Meghan's meltdown will pull even more viewers. For Meghan, who built her brand on total control, the idea of the world laughing at a fake pregnancy bump is a living nightmare, one she can't spin her way out of. Inside her camp, panic's boiling over. One insider says it's been a week of whiplash. New strategy every morning, scrapped by noon when Paramount leaks more. At first, they tried the soft approach. One old school PR expert suggested a quiet call to Trey Parker's agent, hoping personal outreach might trigger basic human decency. It didn't.
Hello all. Sorry we're late. Our flight was delayed.
It was Mint, though. Tell them we were in Mint.
They gave you a mint. How lovely. I have some gum in my purse if you'd like.
Oh, we were in Mint. It's like their business class. It's really nice. And
Meghan, I'm begging you to stop now.
Meghan, your friends are so interesting.
You have a lovely home.
Yes, it's Buckingham Palace, you fucking idiot. What a stupid thing to say.
Jesus.
These are my girlfriends.
What are you, in high school? Camilla, stop slurping.
She's sorry, Mummy. The camera loves you, darling.
That idea got shut down fast after lawyers reminded everyone. South Park dares you to fight them. By noon, someone pitched an emotional Instagram post. Meghan as a voice for all moms, pushing back against body shaming. But digital experts warned that move could backfire hard, making it seem like she's actually confirming the parody. Meanwhile, her legal team whipped up what they called a courtesy letter.
Welcome to my home. Well, it's not my home, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set. You know, it's actually so funny that you keep calling me Meghan Markle. I'm Sussex now. I take these and we're gonna take them out of the box.
Took them out of the box, put them in some other packets, which seems to be Meghan's idea of cooking.
Strong words about reputation damage and a soft legal threat. But even the most aggressive lawyer admitted fair use protects South Park completely. Within hours, the letter was downgraded to a statement of concern, then buried. Once someone asked, what if it leaks and boosts the episode? One insider said it feels like walking a tightrope over fire. Every move could feed the very circus Meghan wants to kill, making things messier.
Okay.
Trying to make ourselves into a brand just turned us into products. We don't need to be a brand, do we? If it's truly what we want, then we really can get away from it all. No more magazines and Netflix shows. We really can live a normal life. Yes, I'm sure you agree, darling. We can be the people we talked about being, with no more worries about how we look or the image we project to people. What matters is what we have on the inside.
Hello? Let me grab this part.
Fuck.
Ooh, sorry, that's all he says.
Stop!
Meghan allegedly called a famous Hollywood mom who was once roasted by late-night TV. Her advice? Say anything and it becomes a joke. Stay quiet and you look weak. Meghan's trapped. So now her team's trying softer moves. Random charity PR, maybe a surprise podcast, or even a baby-themed event. All time to bury the episode. But someone on the call finally asked, what if South Park mocks that too? Total silence. Just like the mood in Montecito.
It's so funny you keep saying Meghan Markle, you know it's Sussex.
It's important we do this ourselves, Harry, and not live off your family.
I agree. We'll just have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own.
Right now, Meghan is said to be rereading every draft statement, hunting for a way to hit back without handing South Park more ammo. But every option leads to the same trap. How do you fight a joke that explodes the moment you touch it? This parody cuts deep because it attacks what Meghan guards most, her carefully crafted motherhood image. Friends say that viral pregnancy video wasn't just a vibe, it was a mission. She planned every frame, every move as a symbol of power, raw emotion, and taking control. Now South Park's turning it into a joke, with Cartman barking orders, a fake belly, and staged tears. Meghan's reportedly furious. Mock my brand deals, fine. But this mocks motherhood.
That belly looks very abnormal. It looks very strange. If you look up close in the video, and I encourage people, look at this. It looks like there's like a bag or like some sort of something shoved up under a dress. It does not look like a pregnant belly. It looks all bumpy. It's very strange. It looks like what you'd get if you put like a pillowcase full of like socks or something under your dress. You gotta look up close. There's very strange bumps coming off of that pregnant belly. I don't know why, Stu, but for the first time ever, I'm kind of like, is this something we should be indulging? Because it doesn't look normal to me. The belly doesn't look normal, doesn't look like where a pregnant woman's belly is, and I don't understand what all those bumps on the belly are. I don't get it. She called them disaster opportunists, which is exactly right.
Insiders say that's the real trigger. The skit shreds everything she's tried to stand for: body autonomy, female empowerment, emotional truth. South Park hinting her video was scripted with lighting, retakes, and fake crying. That hits her credibility. Add in the cartoon Harry cameo, and this isn't satire. It's a hit job. Royal watchers say Meghan has always hated the idea that her moments are staged. Now that suspicion's gone global in cartoon form, and that's South Park's real weapon, mocking exactly what celebrities try hardest to hide. In Meghan's case, that's the illusion of authenticity.
Welcome to my garden. Well, it's not my garden, it's a set actually, but welcome to my set.
Is this a wrinkle I see in my blouse? Who the f ironed this? I told you to iron this shirt 10 times. It looks like you only ironed it 9.
Pundits say the sketch is going to hit hard because it echoes what Meghan's critics have whispered for years, that every move she makes feels fake, scripted, and PR approved. Even that spontaneous baby bump dance. Some say it looked more like a TikTok ad than a real moment. That's why this South Park episode isn't just a joke, it's a threat. If the public starts seeing her pregnancy video as staged, every future authentic project could flop before it even drops. And that's the danger. This isn't just cartoon comedy, it's a viral weapon. One meme, one late night joke, and her whole brand could spiral.
The woke have been asleep.
Oh my gosh, I work so hard.
You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous. Trey Parker and Matt Stone know exactly what they're doing. For 30 years, they've mocked the untouchables. Scientology, Oprah, even Muhammad. Every angry letter, every lawsuit threat, it just boosts their fame. South Park thrives on outrage, and Meghan's sensitivity is the jackpot. The second the Privacy Tour episode went viral, they smelled blood. They saw her carefully worded legal threats and laughed. One writer reportedly said, "They hate it? Perfect. Push harder." And that's what this DEI special is. Not a cheap shot, but a direct hit. They're targeting what Hollywood sees as sacred, pregnancy, and daring Meghan to react. Because the moment she does, the ratings go through the roof.
Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines? What are you suggesting? Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
Behind the scenes, South Park's legal team reportedly keeps a running fair use checklist built to protect every savage joke. Nothing is random. Every second of the fake baby bump, every shout from Cartman Kennedy, every twerk, timed and tested. They know exactly how far they can go without crossing the legal line. And that precision, it's scaring Meghan's advisors to death. They know Trey and Matt are pros at dancing on the edge of lawsuits and laughing while they do it. Any legal threat they send will probably end up in a shredder labeled LOL, then get turned into the next joke.
Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
But wait, watch this. Amazing, right? This might be the smallest palace I've ever been in.
An apartment, so.
Yes. An apartment palace, I know that.
Paramount's not worried either. They remember what happened after the Privacy Tour roast. Subscriptions shot up, social media blew up. Internally, execs are betting this DEI episode will smash numbers because Meghan's panic is leaking. To them, her outrage isn't a problem, it's the strategy. The more she fights back, the better the views. And Trey and Matt are experts at flipping every angry phone call into fan bait. Rumor has it Meghan's legal team already fired off a 4-page warning, packed with claims of defamation, emotional distress, and even harm to maternal well-being. Translation, don't mess with pregnancy. But South Park sees that as an invite, not a threat.
Everyone says they don't have time to make homemade meals, but if you just have 3 nannies, 2 butlers, a housekeeper, a driver, and a full-time personal assistant, you have all the time in the world. Stop making excuses and start moving snacks from one bag to another.
It is elevating the ordinary little things. And who got the Kroger peanut butter? It's not even organic.
Insiders say the legal document was rushed to Paramount at dawn, stamped with a confidential watermark so aggressive it bled through the paper. But by noon, it had already leaked, first to a Hollywood outlet, then to a royal gossip podcaster. Within hours, the hashtag number #RespectOurParody was trending worldwide. Inside Meghan's team, the leak felt like betrayal. Some staff blamed Paramount for tipping off reporters to make her look like a litigious diva. Others suspected a fed-up junior aide, tired of living in non-stop crisis. Either way, the damage was instant.
These two never stop going on global media to trash the royal family and the monarchy, and each time they do it, they chip away at the mystique and the magic and the popularity, and that's why I despise them for what they're doing.
South Park's writers, watching Twitter in real time, jumped on it. They started joking about maternal well-being, plotting how to turn that exact phrase into an on-screen punchline. Meghan's lawyers, realizing the warning had backfired, debated sending a full cease and desist, but even they admitted it would flop. Parody is untouchable in US courts, and Trey and Matt love turning lawsuits into content. One senior lawyer allegedly groaned, "You don't sue the jester who builds his stage in a courtroom."
Now, the Sussexes have copped it from comedian Colin Jost on Saturday Night Live. He's joked that one of the conditions of Trump's new trade deal with the UK is that Harry and Meghan have to go back. It's pretty cruel, Kinsey.
Look, there's no way President Trump would
Still, Meghan wasn't done. Sources say she tried Plan B, pushing UK media to spin the episode as hate speech, claiming mocking a pregnant woman's body crossed a line. A draft op-ed was shared, but editors hesitated. They didn't want to be dragged into a free speech war. Crisis consultants pitched a softer move, maybe a quiet call to Paramount's parent company, warning that future charity partnerships could be reconsidered. But every tactic came with the same risk. If it leaks, South Park will turn it into a joke by morning.
Up their whole thing, went way too hard on we're victims, and they assessed the mood of their generation and America correctly in that we are lovers of victimhood. Yeah. But America did finally find a way to say, you know what, we love victims, but you two, we've just had a little too much of it.
By week's end, every legal move had completely backfired. Buzz around the episode tripled, and Meghan's notice of concern, just more meme fuel. For a duchess who once vowed she'd never be silenced, the brutal irony was now screaming. Every time she tries to shut down the joke, it only gets louder.
Hey, lowly cameraman, come over here and try some fried chicken. Try the fried chicken. Try the fried chicken. We need to make it look like I actually care about my camera crew. Come get some fried chicken. Act like you're having fun. Act like you're having fun.
I want my home to feel welcoming. Do you feel welcome? Does my soundstage welcome you? Mindy and I are such great friends, like besties. Like, I love her. Like, she doesn't know my name, but we're best friends.
Paramount execs aren't just brushing off Meghan's legal threats, they're turning them into marketing gold. Hours after her notice of concern leaked, the network's social dashboard exploded. South Park mentions shot up. Public mood flipped from May to can't wait. Entertainment blogs started begging for sneak peeks. One VP reportedly grinned, pointed at the whiteboard, and wrote, "Leverage the letter." That became the battle cry.
Poke fun at Harry, but that a joke on Saturday Night Live was actually funny, more mildly amusing at least. How do you think he'll handle that sort of mockery?
at Democrats are people that lean in a certain way. And it's actually Martin Short and Steve Martin that kicked the door open on Saturday.
By lunch, a basic promo plan blew up into a full campaign. Teaser clips, fake PSAs about respecting creative freedom, and a perfectly timed tweet storm the moment Meghan's letter hit the press. The goal? Blow up the buzz without openly taunting her. But insiders admit they blurred that line on purpose.
Changing our brand. All right, and I do see you're in our database, but you didn't first get help at this Cumhammer location?
No, my wife went to one in California as a child.
Ah, okay, then you must be in the national system. Oh yeah, is this you? Sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim.
Yeah, that's totally me.
Okay, I see. And then you added your husband to your friends and family account. You must be the Royal Prince Millionaire World Traveler victim.
That's right.
Behind closed doors, Paramount's legal team triple-checked every second of the fake pregnancy scene, combed through decades of fair use cases, and gave it the green light with a smile. One lawyer even joked, she can't sue us over a public video she posted.
two will sell anything about their privacy, and yet they'll fight privacy battle after privacy battle.
Marketing heads floated a cheeky tagline for the trailer, "Empower your laughter," but pulled it last minute, worried Meghan's team would twist it into an attack on her empowerment brand. Still, they kept the idea alive for secret merch. Cartman Kennedy t-shirts with the slogan, "Respect our parody," ready to drop hours after the episode airs.
The place would be on fire. But yeah, I mean, the fact that they're going to go after a cartoon and try to sue a cartoon tells you all you need to know. They've gone after every person and their dog, every celebrity, everyone in history. I don't think.
Meanwhile, Paramount's quietly targeting influencers who've worked with Meghan's wellness line, offering early access to the episode in exchange for reaction videos. The strategy? Flip her old allies into neutral reactors. If wellness bloggers are laughing, the public will follow.
Mercilessly skewered the pomposity and absurdity, actually, of the Duke and Duchess, as you quite rightly say. And what they did, I think, really well in this episode.
But Harry and old Meghan, it's good for the goose, I guess.
God love them. Well, I tell you what, Trey Parker and Matt Stone cashed up.
Internal docs show the execs aren't worried about lawsuits. They're worried Meghan might drop her own footage or sob-filled statement before premiere night and ruin the suspense. But if she stays quiet, they win. If she fires back, they win bigger.
Why are there so many people in our car?
It's not a car, Harry, it's a bus.
And why does it smell?
We're going to work, Harry, because HGTV canceled our show and we need money.
You can't get work acting, so now you're teaching it, which kind of makes sense and kind of doesn't.
So let's take a bite of this. This sandwich tastes like shit, Mindy.
To play it smart, Paramount locked in mid-July for the teaser drop and is keeping all episode images sealed until just 48 hours before it airs. As one marketing exec put it in a Slack chat, she's playing defense. We're playing Launchpad. Every Meltdown headline is free promo. Keep it coming.
Elon built electric cars. He's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
While Meghan's legal team fights in the open, Prince Harry is fighting his own war in the shadows. Early morning calls to London, late night pacing in Montecito. Sources close to him say he's torn. On one hand, he feels for Meghan. On the other, he's dreading another global punchline, this time with Prince Ginger fumbling around with a fake baby bump.
And for her to need to make it into an ego trip, which she's clearly doing. Look at me dancing. I'm still fun and I'm sexy and I have this great marriage. And here's Harry being like a normal guy. Is disrespectful, I think, to the moment, to the child, and truly to like the sanctity of what goes on for any humans who are actually in that situation. She's drunk on her own ego.
Insiders say Harry's terrified this sketch will bring back every meme from South Park's last royal roast, just as he's trying to crawl back into King Charles's good graces. A senior royal aide has already warned him, one more mockery of the crown, even animated, and it'll tank your public image before the memorial tour even starts.
We're gonna have to move back in with your family.
I thought I could make it work for us here, Meghan.
Worse? Harry allegedly told an old military buddy the episode makes him look like a clipboard-carrying joke, wiping out all the progress he's made with Invictus and mental health work. The friend told him to laugh it off, warning that sulking would only prove South Park's point. But Harry knows the internet well. He knows that one cartoon clip of him directing a twerk scene will end up in endless mashups with Oprah clips and book quotes. Behind the scenes, he's reportedly worried this could reopen old wounds with William, who, according to Palace Whispers, found the first South Park parody a little too accurate and wouldn't mind seeing Harry fall flat again.
William has finally snapped. Enough is enough.
But pushing back could make things worse. Meghan's team wants a united front. If Harry even suggests softening the response, it could leak and look like he's turning on her. One insider said he pitched a middle ground. Release a classy statement condemning misogyny and comedy while praising free speech, then pivot straight into Invictus promo. But Meghan's top aides killed the idea fast, calling it a public surrender.
Live rips into Meghan and Harry as Meghan continues to exploit her kids and go to Beyonce concerts.
Now Harry's stuck. Either stay silent and get dragged, or say something and risk backlash from both sides. Those nightly Montecito jogs getting longer, and those mindfulness podcasts in his earbuds, they can't drown out the sound he dreads most. Millions laughing at a script already locked and loaded.
Of course, our focaccia bread isn't complete without our flour sprinkles. Flour sprinkles. You know you've made it when you've acquired a huge fan base of bullies. Hashtag Sussex Squad.
Could it be a mystery for the ages?
Word of the parody hit social media like a match to gasoline. Meme pages exploded. Twitter turned into a battleground before a single frame even aired. The second a Hollywood gossip account leaked that Meghan's pregnancy twerk was getting spoofed, the internet split in two. One side launched a Respect Our parody, pushing doctored gifs of Cartman moonwalking beside a CGI baby bump. The other fired back with hashtag mockery is misogyny, accusing South Park of body-shaming pregnant women for laughs.
Some fans have praised the moment as fun and light-hearted. Others have called it crass and vulgar, questioning how it aligns with the couple's repeated demands for privacy.
The clash sparked a wildfire of reaction videos. TikTok comics did their own bump boogies. Lifestyle influencers weighed in between unboxing haul videos. Even a media studies professor jumped in, calling it a culture war wrapped in animation.
Colin starts the joke. Here was Saturday Night Live. Colin Jost on Weekend Update couldn't resist talking about Trump's new trade
President
deals.
Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that
I gotta start and stop because they get litigious. Here it
will
comes.
Reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No, I refuse. I'm sick of it. No, I don't want them. It's just they are so ridiculed all over the place.
But what really broke the internet? Leaked storyboard sketches, blurry phone pics from inside a Paramount sound mix room hit Reddit. They showed Cartman Kennedy barking at a red-haired cartoon prince about empowerment angles. Fans lost it. The South Park subreddit exploded, treating each doodle like it was evidence in a royal conspiracy. Fan artists dropped fake posters in minutes. One showed Meghan in a hospital gown, tiara over her IV drip, while Kyle held a clapperboard that read, "Take 97. Each post brought more eyes and more chaos. Even influencers who once cashed Meghan's checks couldn't resist. A wellness coach who used to promote her lavender drinks posted a reaction. "I love Meg, but this is hilarious." 1 million views in 24 hours. A fashion blogger who refused a Sussex product deal still posted a side-by-side of Meghan's real bump dance and South Park's sketch. Spot the difference. Some fans attacked her for being fake, but her brand engagement tripled. Proof controversy beats any jar of fancy raspberry spread.
She's so sweet. I love it. Now, yeah, because that's what she does. She's been giving the middle finger to the royal family forever. And to see Saturday Night Live, NBC, just calling it for what it is, I love it. I think this is beautiful. The more we can expose Meghan for her atrocious.
And the more Meghan's defenders begged people to show respect, the louder the internet laughed. Algorithms don't care about empathy. They smell outrage like sharks smell blood. Every polite request to leave pregnant women alone became a meme. Every angry DM leaked by a blue check reporter turned into a trending soundbite. By week's end, TikTok was flooded with fan-made countdown clocks, ticking toward the episode's August drop. Louder than Megan's PR team, louder than legal threats, and loud enough that even Montecito's crisis calls couldn't drown them out.
When was the last time you twerked, Alex?
I don't think I've ever twerked in my life.
You must have.
Really? I genuinely mean that. If there's any footage that ever comes out of me twerking, I'll pay for all your pints one night. How about that?
Meghan, she's an American celebrity, so I can kind of forgive her for it.
It's definitely her idea.
She's like, Prince Harry is a prince of the realm. You imagine the centuries of history and tradition in this country, the respectful organisations that he was or is an ambassador of, the military, and you're behaving like that. happy to release it in public. I mean, it's just so demeaning.
Yeah, she's a narcissist and he's quite thick.
Behind Montecito's gates, Meghan's team is split. 2 game plans. One's called Counter-Strike, the other Strategic Silence. The first wants Meghan to go loud, drop a high-gloss op-ed in a major outlet, blasting South Park for mocking women's bodies. They'd wrap it in stats about online abuse, turn Meghan into a symbol, and end with a bold call for dignity in digital media. They believe sponsors love purpose, and mixing activism with a charity tie-in could revive her fading brand, even boost as ever sales.
We have to get jobs. I have to start auditioning again.
You were on the very famous show Suits, more popular in the States than even Friends, you told us.
Yeah.
But critics inside the camp say it reeks of PR spin. Trying to blend outrage with product placement is exactly what South Park is roasting her for. Then there's the silent side. They say nothing, let the episode trend, die down, and fade. Meanwhile, pivot, drop feel-good footage from a kids' literacy event, book Meghan on a podcast about motherhood, quietly restock some sleepy herbal tea, and shift focus. The goal, outrage fatigue. Let people move on, let sponsors breathe again, and let Meghan reappear holding children's books, not court papers.
These two are now an international embarrassment for the royal family, and I really, really do think that the time has come to strip the titles.
Problem? Money. Crisis PR isn't cheap, and as ever is running low. A pitch deck is quietly floating, asking new investors for a cash boost, selling the idea that Meghan can survive cultural backlash. But one skeptical investor allegedly asked, if a cartoon rattles her, how's she supposed to handle a real TikTok storm?
I'm sorry, I'm just really stressed. We're completely out of money.
Maybe it's time we dip into your fortune from Suits.
There is no fortune from Suits.
And now, a third wild card. Lean into the joke. Maybe a surprise cameo on a rival sketch show. Maybe Meghan duets the parody on TikTok herself. Self-deprecating, risky, totally off-brand. But maybe that's the move, because nothing wins faster than laughing before the world does. Some advisors say relatability is the last currency she hasn't tried.
This is not what it's like to be a working mom.
Whatever path she picks, one thing's clear. This isn't just about a cartoon. If Meghan responds with rage, she proves South Park right. A woman who demands the spotlight but can't handle its heat. If she drops a glossy op-ed, critics will scream she's monetizing drama. And if she stays silent but fumbles the next as ever release, it will look like she's hiding from a joke she secretly believes. Meanwhile, Paramount's team smells a record-breaking night. Trey and Matt are fine-tuning every scene for max meme potential. Influencers are already designing their thumbnails. Even Harry's stress runs and quiet phone calls to London might become tabloid fuel the moment those credits roll. And for Meghan, this could be it. Can a brand built on authenticity survive being mocked as fake? Can she flip humiliation into a win? If she laughs first or cashes in on the laugh, South Park might actually help her. But if she slips, that laugh track might stick forever. So now the spotlight shifts to you. When South Park drops the parody, should Meghan fight back or stay silent and starve the flames? And here's the real question. Did South Park cross the line, or is everything fair game once you chase fame? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit like if you're here for the drama, and smash that subscribe so you don't miss the next explosive update. Because trust me, what's coming next, you won't believe it.